Hello, everybody. My name is NJ, and I'm going to be talking to you about my investment exercise. Now, the three companies that I did my paper on were DoorDash, Nike, and Disney. First things first, DoorDash is a online delivery service app that allows you to order from places and have the food delivered to you so you don't have to go outside. Now, the thing about DoorDash is that in its industry, it is the leading competitor. Nobody is matching the amount of sales that they have currently. But one thing that I found very, very interesting was that although that's the case, they're still finding a way to lose money. Like they aren't profiting as much as what their sales are. So there's something wrong there. Now, DoorDash partners with not just chain restaurants, but also with local restaurants. For example, Canaveris, which is very close to the JC, is partnered with them. You can order food from there, and DoorDash will charge them 20% of the money in order for them to use DoorDash's app, which is really, really nice. Now, there's a lot of opportunity for the company to grow. They can purchase out smaller companies, so then there's less competitors for them. There is a lot of competitors. I mean, there's Uber Eats, there's Grubhub, Postmates, um, and so that is kind of a struggle for them. But them being the lead company definitely helps. Um, now there are some weaknesses with this, and one thing is that there are longer wait times in cities, large cities. For San Francisco, for example, there have been many stories about DoorDashers having to wait for a very, very long time just because the app isn't working correctly, and that's something that they need to work on. But with that, what DoorDash does a really nice job of is customer relations. If they mess up on an order, then they are more than happy to give you your money back as long as you provide evidence. Personally, while using DoorDash, I've had it happen to me twice, and both times I have gotten my money back. Now, it is a little bit harder for new companies to come into the scene because there are a lot of rules and regulations, but DoorDash does a really nice job of matching with that because in the food industry there are a lot of rules and regulations. Now, the second company that I did was Nike, and I found that its biggest strength is in its name. Nike is a very, very popular brand. Now, a very big weakness that I saw when looking at Nike was that um, they are heavily, heavily reliant on their shoe brand. Most of their sales come from their shoe brand, over 50%. And that's not the point of the company. They want to be able to bring everything together and profit off of everything. There are a lot of competitors that come with Nike. Adidas, Reebok, Under Armour are just some examples. So Nike has to maintain a good relationship with their customers. They can't get too greedy and ask for too much because it's very easy for them for customers, sorry, to go to another place and just get their sportswear and all their other clothing and shoe needs there. um, uh, Nike also makes a lot of money off of partnerships. They have a lot of brand deals with different athletes, and that's one of their ways that they market to people is by signing on athletes to their company to talk about their company and to promote the company. Now, that also leads into opportunities for Nike because every year there's going to be new and upcoming athletes. There's people are going to be moving out and people are going to be moving in. So there's a lot of opportunity for Nike there. Now, um, Nike's very strong against suppliers because there are plenty of suppliers. You know, there isn't a loss of material that is giving suppliers leeway in what they charge and what they do. Suppliers have to maintain a cost because there are so many of them out there. Now, the last company that I did was Disney, and I chose Disney because I am a Disney fan. You know, um, so with that, something really, really strong about Disney is that they're a global company, which makes it really hard for people to match them. It's really, really difficult for new companies to come onto the scene and threaten Disney. But one thing about Disney is that in its streaming, there are a lot of different competitors. There's Netflix, there's Peacock, there's so many things. So Disney as a company has to make sure that they are keeping their customers really, really happy. If customers don't want to be paying as much as Disney's asking, they'll just go somewhere else. Or if they don't think it's worth it, they'll just go somewhere else because there's so many other streaming services. But Disney has more than one source of income, and that comes with the parks. Now, there are other parks, but they offer different things. All parks offer different things. So if you want to be just Disney, then there aren't a lot of competitors in that because Disney is its own thing. But if you want to go for just like the theme park experience, there's plenty of other options as well. Same thing with the streaming services. There's Universal Studios, there's Six Flags, SeaWorld. There's plenty of other things that people can go to. um, Now Disney has a lot of suppliers, and what I found really interesting about that is that they have a lot of power over their suppliers. And when I was doing my reading on this, I found that not one supplier can change the outcome of Disney, which is really, really cool. Um, it only takes one supplier. I'm sorry. One supplier doesn't change the economic outcome of Disney. So they have a lot of power over suppliers. Those are just some things that I learned about my companies. Thank you.